May pips be upon you. Hi, traders. I hope you cool cats had a great trading week. I did not. Had a pretty good start to the week with a great Bitcoin trade that I started the week prior, the end of the week prior, and it it was great. A lot of pips hit uh, two TPs and then came very close to the last TP, and that did not hit. Okay. Uh, but then I got out of that trade and started this one here. Obviously, this ended in a big old fail. Bam. All right. I came in at the right time, saw the rejections and all. Actually, I should have came in here because this 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 line here shows a significant key level of support and resistance, where it was resistance here, and then broken here and tried here as support. And you saw these wick rejections. That's what prompted me to get in. Went into profit, went into drawdown, and then back into profit. I'm thinking that we're good to go here because if you remember in the last video, I had this in a equilateral triangle, and this was the breakout. I'm thinking, okay, we're all bullish. Let's go on up and hit these all-time highs and everything. No. I also warned in that video that price would probably, not probably, I said price could possibly go down and search for liquidity, hitting these areas here, because these are stop losses where people went long, and they need market makers, market liquidation managers need liquidity in order to make the move on up, the bullish move. So they'll short, they'll sell to go long. You understand? They'll sell to buy. It's a sell to buy move. And I pointed to these areas here for stop losses and liquidation, and even down, I went down in here looking because there was no mitigation down here. There was just, we left these liquidity pools down here. But I was hoping it would just end here. All right. I thought it would end here, like, and we would see a wick come past the lowest one here, and zoom on up, allowing this key level of support and resistance to hold price. That's not what happened. We closed beyond this price and we didn't get that bounce up. So what am I looking at now? Understand something. I'm just, let me make sure you understand that I am pretty new to crypto, to Bitcoin, and I'm just applying what I've been applying, the technical analysis that I've been applying to Forex pairs. I'm applying those to crypto, and I'm just hoping they work. You know what I mean? I'm seeing that they kind of move in the same way. So I'm like, hey, the same way a guy who does technical analysis for stocks comes over to Forex. I'm looking to apply those same things from Forex to crypto. So I'm not using any other factors. Okay. So, I'm learning as I go. Anyway, so what do we have? We have this structure here. All right. We have a low here, a higher high, a lower high. A higher low, excuse me. And then a higher high relative to that one, or a higher low. All right. This higher low for me, if once it's broken, would constitute a break of structure. And that's what happened here. Once we broke that structure, once we broke that higher low here, I'm looking for a retest of that higher low. Guess where we are? Right there. We are retesting that higher low. All right. And I want to see how price does here. I elected to get into a new trade here. All right. And I thought, I had good timing. I had a great bullish candle that I got in on. All right. And, I went into profit, and I got nervous over here. Why? Because I'm looking at this structure here, and I'm saying, look, man, we just broke an uptrend. All right. We just established a lower low. all right, and a lower high. This is, we're starting a new downtrend, okay? And I also want to point out something too. This is not to be ignored. Look on the daily, and you can see price has formed an ascending wedge, all right? And what is an ascending wedge? It is a bearish structure. So I'm already nervous, all right? Just by looking at that and connecting these dots, okay? Now, also, I want you to see uh, uh, how price, you know, once it hits the support line of the ascending wedge, and we go to the resistance line, you know, that's what it normally does. You know, it might have a funky response to the middle of this ascending wedge, but usually it'll go from one sideline to the next, from one sideline to the next. All right. This time it didn't have the power to get to the enough oomph to get to the other side, right, to the resistance line. All right, so but we came back down to the support line. And again, we go all the way over to the other side from this support line to the resistance line. Now, look at where we're heading now. This looks very bearish. All right, it looks like we're heading to the support line once again. All right, this is the value of widening out and taking a good look at the market and what kind of structure it's creating on the higher time frames. All right, now let's go back. I'm going to the 1 hour because you can see some pretty good details at this level. All right, so with this structure in mind, with the higher highs and higher lows being interrupted, and now we have a lower high and a lower low. All right, am I to think that price is going to go and create a higher low, a higher high relative to that one, maybe an equal or near equal high to this? Are we going to go from this lower low to a triple top or something, or a double top here, or really a triple top here? That's a possibility. Let me show you why. Let's take a closer look here. All right, I don't want to hold you too long, excuse me. All right, but once you have a breakup structure, what do you want to normally see? A retest. All right, and the first thing I bring out is my Fibonacci's. All right, from the swing high to the swing low. Where do we have here? When we look for retracements, I'm looking at the 618, the 50, and the 382. All right, those are the first places my eyes go to. Well, we're already past the 382. All right, let me use the writing tool. All right, we're already past the 382. All right, but look what price is doing right now. We're having a bearish response to this level. Why? Because this candle here. What do I always say? If you see, wow, if you see price impulse, whether it's a bullish impulse or a bearish impulse, in this case it's a bearish impulse, and you have one candle that is different from the rest of those candles, that's where price is going to come back and retest. All right, that's structure. All right, you can call it a pause, you can call it a rally, a drop base rally, a drop base drop. All right, this is where price is probably going to come back and retest. All right, and when it's aligned with the 382 or the 50 or one of these fibs, then you have a confluence. You have a confluence of resistance in this case. All right, we're right under the 50. All right, that doesn't mean price doesn't find its footing and want to test up higher at the 50 or the 618. Now, the reason why those are significant is because we have structure aligned with both of them. Look over here. Price will come back and test those lows. Look how many wicks there are. That's structure there. All right. Also, we have this low here, and price is already aligned with the 50. This is also significant because price did not close past that level. Okay, we had this rejection from this level, but price did not close past. So this is a significant level. All right, so we got these significant levels of resistance on just waiting for price. If it makes it past, this level here at the 382, then it has to deal with the 50, then it has to deal with the 618, and both of them have confluences of support. I mean, of resistance. And let me tell you something. That leaves us to see that the next support for price would probably be around this line here, around the support line of the ascending. I keep doing that. The ascending wedge. All right. Let me see. Do we have a corresponding horizontal line of support? Yes, we do. Look here. You see this extension, 0.27 on the Fibonacci extension, the Fibonacci extension levels. All right, we're going to mark that here. Why? Because at this level, you can see we have all kinds of interactions here with price, where price finds significant support and the resistance. You can see openings and closings along this line. This is a significant line, all right? Which is why I had my stop loss all the way down here, all right? I want to, come on, all right. Now, what makes it even more significant is that it's near this this Fibonacci line, okay? Also, I want to show you something. Because I think where price is heading down, I'm going to draw my Fibonacci's a little differently. I'm going to draw them. I'm going to draw them in a way that I would for a bearish movement from the swing high to the swing low here. And what do we got? You see how that lines up again? Okay. We have those same levels. Excuse me. I'm tired and I'm going to bed after this. We just did this. Excuse me, please. All right, but I want to see from the absolute swing high to the swing low here. That's what I meant to do. I'm sorry. All right, and you'll see pretty close alignment again with the. Can I get this, please? With the 27. All right, and we also have alignment with the 618. That is not to be ignored. Okay, those extension levels I use for TPs. I use it for exits. I use it for to measure the length of a correction or an impulse. So you know you want to make sure you use those things. Now, also I want to if I could just stop doing that, that would drive me. That would make my day. All right. Also, I want to point out is when you look at Fibonacci's, you want to bear in mind this 0.23, the 236, because when you have price come down and retest here, and price doesn't go past it, but it rejects from that area, you know you have you got some downside action getting ready to happen. The same way you would see on a test if you were doing it, using your fibs in the other direction. If I can get rid of that, that'd be nice. Okay, if you were using your fibs in the other direction, like from swing low to swing high, all right. If you saw price come up here, and that's what I'm expecting. If price gets this high, where are we? We are aligned again in that same zone where the 618 was when the Fibonacci was tested from the swing high to the swing low. All right, we're in the same zone. If price makes it up here, we have kind of a confirmation that price will run into significant resistance here, and we're probably going to be heading back down. All right. These are my concerns. These are the things that I'm seeing. And I wanted to pass it along to those that might be looking to hold this trade for a good while, thinking that it may shoot up over the weekend. It just may shoot up over the weekend. I'm not seeing the evidence for it right now. I'm seeing more downside action with a lower, a higher low, a higher high, a high here, a higher, a lower high, a high here, a lower low, lower high, lower low. You understand? All right. I'm expecting a lower high to be formed right here. All right. Somewhere in this vicinity. All right. And then the lower low down here. All right. And this key area of support and resistance, I think this is going to be there's a high probability that price will make it down there, and we'll see a visit. You understand? So I'm going to get rid of this, all right, because that's in the past. Just want to own it. Okay. All right. I'm not in this trade anymore. All right. I'm going to put that away as well. All right. I'm just keeping you abreast of what I'm doing. And maybe, maybe these are some things that you might want to consider. All right. I use this trend line to gauge whether the structure would break. It did give me an indication of that. And this break of the higher low confirmed the break of structure. So now I'm looking for price to head towards naturally to this other side of this ascending wedge, which is the support line of this ascending wedge, which happens to correspond with this significant line of support here, which is horizontal, the horizontal line of level of support here. So do yourself a favor, make a note, and laugh at me later when price continues bullishly. All right. But that's going to be a significant level here to watch out for. All right. And I want to make sure that I keep an eye on what's happening right here. All right. This is going to make or break things. So we're going to find out if maybe this blue line, this line of what is now support, this resistance turns support, if it will act as resistance here, or if it's going to act as support. If it does act as support, we're going to see something like this, and if that happens and we just start hitting higher highs and we get a break up to the high, then I will be happily wrong. All right, we start getting those bullish signs around here, I'm going to take that long. All right, you need bullish confirmations. All right, you need a hammer to form, a bullish engulfing. You need some pin bars, some wick rejections. That's what you need to see before you enter in a long position here. If you're already in a long position, just hold, wait and see if we get bearish formations once it pings off of this area. If it makes it past this area, remember I told you, you got two other areas with significant confluences from the fibs and alignment with the structure over here that price is going to have to deal with, and we're going to have to see if price makes it through that and comes up to the top, or if price, if I can keep doing that, I'm sorry, or if price is going to come on down. Price comes on down, I'll be looking for the bullish formations and patterns to form here so I can ride it up with everybody else. That's my story. That's what I'm sticking with. Oh, there's one more thing I would like to check as well. We're going to see what it would look like on the daily if you will. We're going to see. Okay. Okay. See what we look like on the RSI. That's a bearish. That's a bearish indication here. We are what they would call oversold. I mean, overbought. All right. But really, I just say it's overextended, way overextended, and price should be heading down from there. Just like if it was down here, like here, though, that's where price is supposed to be oversold, and you want to see, you're going to expect price to have a booming, um, bullish response to those areas. All right. Right now, we're uh, overbought and overextended, and that's where we're dropping from right here. Okay, and that's not something to ignore. All right, and we always check to see what it looks like on the next time frame down, the 4 hour. All right, here we're on the opposite end. All right, this means something when you're at a significant level of support and resistance. Right now, we are under that area. All right. Now, all right, it can confuse you. So what you would like to, what you want to do is, what I do is, I throw in uh, uh, EMAs. All right, and I always look for the clues with the EMA. This is the 200. This is the 50, and this is the 20. All right. Right now we are below the 20 and above the 50. Price is messing around with the 50 right now. It's struggling with the 50, but we are above, so we should be looking for buys, right? Uh, and that's interesting to see it here. But if on the daily, yeah, if we are above the daily, then we're going to be dictating. We're going to let the 4 hour do the dictating, because we are above all of the EMAs here, and this is all bullish. It's just showing bullish here, and whether this says we're at the top or not, this is when the EMAs have space in between them like this here. We're on a strong um, bullish trend. So we're going to go to the 4 hour and let that tell the story. And it looks like price. You see how that blue line is crossing on the stochastics? Blue line is crossing that red line. Uh, that's just telling us that we're going to have a period that we're going to experience some short-term bullishness as well, and that's signified there. That's signified by that bullish white candle there. All right, we have a bearish response at this level. We have a bearish response at this level, so that's significant. That is significant. You can get thrown off with this stuff here. The way you check, whether you price is going to keep going in a direction or not, is you check where the points are. Here is the high. Here's the high here, and from here to here, proportion size. Compare that to the last time it did that. All right, from the high to a low, high to a low. All right, we see that here. All right, but what is it like when it goes from low to high? We got to stop here. Goes sideways, doesn't come all the way down, and then it goes up higher. So do I want to look for shorts, or do I want to look for longs? I'm going to look for longs because that's where the money's at. You can see that here. You understand? These are the things that I look at. Now, how do I properly uh, assess where this is? Is there room to go further to the bottom? According, just looking at the stochastics, I say there is. I say there is. I say by the time price gets down here, it's a short distance. Uh, the stochastics will probably be gathered around here and will probably be showing at that time uh, uh, it traveling into the the real overextended areas of the stochastics. All right, this is overextended. This is overextended. This is overextended. But when it goes further and past, that's where I think we'll be heading. If we go here, that's we'll be looking like that over here. All right. Even with that momentary, temporary bullishness here, I think this wick rejection and the bearish candle here tapping at this 50 EMA, I think we're heading down uh, more uh, towards the 200, but more towards this side where support will be found. All right. And we also have this horizontal line of support and resistance here, and I think that's where we're heading. Again, I could be wrong. All right, we might be heading up and doing a jig, dancing a jig up here, uh, but probably, I think there's a higher probability that price will probably be heading down this way. This is my assessment. This is what I'm sticking with. I would love to hear your comments. If you like what I'm doing, if you support what I'm doing, please give me a like. All right, it helps the algorithm for YouTube. And if you subscribe, hey man, I'm going to do my best to make sure I get out the best information that I possibly can. All right, within my ability and my skill level. All right, I welcome you aboard if you decide to do so. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Please enjoy your weekend, and I hope we all make a whole bunch of money.